Thanks for staying with us. And if you've just joined us, Duduzane Zuma will face a culpable homicide charge. His application for a discharge was dismissed at the Randburg Magistrate's Court just a few moments ago. Our reporter, Malungelo Booi, is at the court, and we go to him now live for some reaction. Malungelo, before we find out what the reaction has been to that decision, give us a quick synopsis of the Chief Magistrate's decision. He went through quite a few citations, quoting various case examples in handing down his decision, didn't he?
Essentially, Marcel, what the Chief Magistrate was saying was that at this point in time, what we're dealing with in this case, we're dealing with the law, not the facts. This is in relation to the argument that was brought by the defense, saying that the witnesses that the state had brought in were actually quite weak. But the magistrate is saying that, well, the evidence that was provided by those witnesses, when you look at it at a face value, it is not very poor. Hence, he has, in fact, rejected this application. So what does this mean? It means then that Duduzane Zuma's trial will continue. He'll be back here on the 15th, 16th and the 17th of May, where he is also expected to take a stand in this matter, Marcel. And of course, when we're trying to get a reaction from him, and I tried, how is he feeling? All he could do was to ask me, what am I doing tonight? In fact, avoiding really answering the question. We are going to get more reaction really from some of the people that have been consistent in supporting Duduzane Zuma in his court appearance here in the Randburg Magistrates Court. The BLF have also been here, and I've just heard one of their leaders saying that they will continue to come here and provide support to Duduzane Zuma. I was in conversation with Uzanele Luana just before the proceedings started, Marcel, where she was actually saying that what they are hoping for is that these charges will ultimately be dropped and Duduzane be allowed to walk free, so to speak, because they also of the view that there is really an ulterior motive to his prosecution. I'm trying to get Uzanele Luana to talk to me for a moment to get her reaction on this matter. Zanele, thank you so much for talking to me. Earlier, when we spoke this morning, you were hoping that the charges would actually be withdrawn or dropped. That did not happen.
I repeat again that we have said as Black First Land First, Duduzane Zuma will not be subjected to a fair trial.
Why do you base that? What do you base that on?
The courts and the judiciary have been captured in this country by the likes of Cyril Ramaphosa, by the likes of racist groups such as AfriForum, to witch hunt black people in society that they have deemed as enemies, and to humiliate them and to make sure that they are prosecuted on charges that they have been able to push thus far.
The Chief Magistrate being clear that here we are dealing with the law, not the facts as yet at this stage. You don't believe that?
The courts have examined this case before, and at that time they came into a decision that they are not going to prosecute. The most important thing we should ask ourselves is that what has changed, and I will tell you what has changed. A racist group such as AfriForum threatened the National Prosecuting Authority that if they do not continue to prosecute Duduzane Zuma, they will do it on their own. The National Prosecuting Authority succumbed to the pressure of racists, and that is why that the case is back in court today. This is how this matter should be approached. The court at that time, they had access to the same law that they are using today to take a contrary decision that they should go on into the case. At that time, they examined it, and they were all took a unanimous decision that they were not going to prosecute.
But there was a prima facie case that has been proven before, that there was a prima facie case that there's a question that has to be answered to here.
Why did they withdraw the case before? What is the difference between then and now? The only difference is that AfriForum which goes only after black people in this country, is taking advantage of a situation that involves two families. And they are mobilizing society to be against the accused.
I have to ask you this question. Do you believe, though, that Duduzane Zuma should answer for the death of Malungelo Booi?
Duduzane Zuma has not denied, not once, that when the incident happened, he had lost control of the car. And as a result, a vehicle that he was driving bumped into a mini taxi, or a minibus rather, and there was a life lost as a result. The fact that there has been a life lost, I do not think we should use that to blackmail our people to be mobilized against this man because he is the son of the former president of the country.
Zane Lolwana, thank you very much. She is the deputy president of BLF. Marcel, it's over to you.
eNCA's Malungelo Booi bringing us some reaction from outside the Randburg Magistrate's Court this morning.